Hi guys, today is July 31st. It's the very last day of July and I cannot believe we are into August tomorrow. And the summer is going very, very quickly, and that is unfortunate because that means cold weather is on the way even closer than ever. Wanted to do a quick video and touch on something that happened yesterday and in regards to my dentures, and I think it's really important for people who are very new into their dentures or going to be getting dentures. Bubba here wants to say hi. Bubba tomorrow is actually having some extractions herself. Yeah, she's got some sick teeth, so tomorrow she has some surgery. Yesterday, when I got up, took my dentures out of the bath, brushed them, I put them in my mouth, and they were like unbelievably loose. I couldn't even get over how loose they were. It was like overnight, my gums just shrunk, and boom, they were loose. So I'd been using a little bit of the Secure. I know I've talked about like really how awesome this stuff is. I had used some Secure before, and everything was great. So I used some Secure. I put a little bit extra on than I was doing, just because all of a sudden my denture was really loose and I felt I needed a little bit more product there so I'd have good contact between the denture and my gums. So all day long my teeth looked really strange. Every time I looked in a mirror, I had a monkey lip, and my teeth they were like hanging lower, and I was showing all this gum at the top, and it looked like the very first week that I got my dentures, and I kept thinking, what's the matter with my teeth? And I'd push them up, and it's like they wouldn't move. They were up there, were definitely Secure, and all day long I was like, what is the matter with my teeth? Why do I look so funny today? And never dawned on me what it could possibly be until I took my teeth out at night, and inside the denture was about 3 or 4 times the amount of Secure that I had put in the morning. That stuff had swelled to many times its size. It was full in the denture, in the palate, and it was all gunked up on my gums and in my palate. It was like, no wonder my denture wasn't fitting right. This stuff was just, it was like gobs of stuff that had grown. It was like an entity and had grown. So I decided to do a little experiment today. Curious that if adhesive, when it's in contact with liquids, does it expand? So I took a line of Equate. This is Walmart's brand of like Poly Grip. I took a line of this, and I took a line of this, and I put them on a plate. And then I put water on the plate and let it soak. And this is what happened. I think you can see. This is the Equate. Whoop, I'm backwards. This is the Secure. I'm trying to make sure you can see the difference there. I know it's hard to see on the white plate, but you can see how much more Secure there is than there is of the Equate. I mean, it's like 4 times the size. So what I'm saying is, I'm not bashing Secure. I love Secure. I think Secure is an awesome product. I call it super glue for dentures. But I did learn a couple of things. One is, a little of this goes an extremely long way. When I had first used it, I put a very thin amount on the denture and used my finger to spread it around inside the denture. When I had done this yesterday morning, I put a little bit more on and didn't smooth it all out completely. So I think 2 things happened. One was I used too much product, And second is, because my dentures are looser now, because my gums are shrinking away from my denture, I believe I have gaps up at the top between the denture and the gums where liquids are getting down inside. And if the liquids are getting inside and sitting in there, you know, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. It's swelling. The Secure is swelling. It's incredible how much it swells. This stuff says it's waterproof. I believe it's waterproof, but boy, it swells. It swells something amazing. So, you know, I think this is a really good thing. I think this was a really, really cool experiment. You know, you can see the Equate. The Equate did not swell at all, not even in the slightest. But you see that huge blob there? That's the Secure. So, I just wanted to let you guys know that, you know, Secure is one of those products you need just a very little bit of. If you're having big gaps in your dentures, you know, maybe it's time for a soft reline. Maybe some cushion grip would help to fill out the denture a little bit more so you don't have so much gap between the denture and the gums. Even though my denture has gotten really loose, I'm still getting enough suction, and the adhesive is giving me enough support, so I don't feel like I need a reline just yet. I'm 6 weeks in, and so I'm gonna play it by ear for the next couple of weeks. If it starts to wear, I put it in and it drops right down, yeah, then, you know, I'll probably do some cushion grip until I get to see the dentist, and perhaps do a soft reline. But I want to try and hold off as long as I possibly can on the soft reline. So anyhow, you guys have a great night, and we'll touch base again soon. Thanks.